Hi, everyone. I hope I am coming to you clear and loud. If anyone joins in, thank you for joining in, whether you are on live or you are watching this video later. Um, Today, I really just wanted to talk about what resonates with me. And it's an epiphany that I've had. Um, but before that, I want to give a huge shout out to one of my new friends that I've made in the last few months who has been absolutely critical in my growth. She's a queen. Brenda Williams, happy birthday. She's having her own live right now where she has musicians, DJs. It's a whole party, y'all. Brenda Williams, look her up. Be intentional with Brenda. That's the name of her page. Look her up and try to join her tonight if you can. That's Thursday, April 23rd. If you're watching this video after today, you've missed the party. It was an amazing party. I just left to do this live. And hopefully the sound is good. But today, what I want to do is talk about what resonates with me. And as you can see, I'm completely natural. No makeup, no nothing. This is me right here. This is what you get. All natural. And I want to give a shout out to Ruthie Bowles as well for the synchronicity in terms of our thoughts and for how our thoughts have aligned on what I'm about to talk to you guys about. So, for the past few weeks, I've been going through some ups and downs, roller coasters in terms of what is the best way I can add value to people? What is the best way I can help people? How can I stop from being a shark? All of these other things. And oh, by the way, yes, I am in my comfortable, fuzzy little sweater. I've been living in this. This is what resonates with me. So, yeah. But yeah, so what I've realized over the past couple of weeks is that the scripts that I have been following, as much as I say that, you should create your own scripts and you should follow your own scripts, it is really easy to lose sight of what you want and defer to other people's expectations. And the reason I say this is because a lot of people have given me a lot of advice in this time about what I should do, how I should do things. And several pieces of those advice didn't sit well with my values. And those values were just in terms of what I've always been told in terms of marketing is that it doesn't matter if it resonates with you or not. Yeah, sure, this is your product and your service, but it doesn't matter if it resonates with you or not. All you have to do is make sure it resonates with your audience. And I was like, great, okay, so even if it doesn't make sense to me, I have to make sure it makes sense to the audience. And I've struggled with this for the past year and a half, and I'm being very transparent about that. I never quite understood what that meant. How can something resonate with my audience? And it's my service, but it doesn't resonate with me. How can something reach to my audience and connect with them if I'm not connecting with it emotionally? But I still went through it. I did the Instagram reach outs and the Facebook reach outs. For those of you who are watching this on my Facebook group, initially that's like what kind of compelled it. But then I was like, none of this makes sense. If what I'm talking about, if my service doesn't resonate with me, how can it possibly resonate with other people? And if I'm not being myself, how can it possibly resonate with other people? And I'm sure you're realizing the difference between today's live stream and any other live streams, which, by the way, if the sound quality is not good, please do let me know. I'm hoping to fix that. But the whole point of this is I had this epiphany where I'm like, you know what? I'm done pretending to assume what other people want me to be. Um, outside of, and this is something I coach to other people, but somehow when it came to my marketing, I thought I had to follow other people's scripts because that's how business works. And you know what? I'm not okay with that kind of business. I'm only okay with the kind of business that resonates with me and allows me to amplify the impact of my service to anybody who needs it. Because I'm here to serve and I'm here to help and I'm here to use whatever skill set I have to help anybody who needs my skill set. I'm not going to try to quote unquote sell it to you in a certain way or market it to you in a certain way. I'm sick and tired of that rhetoric. I'm sick and tired of that whole marketing rhetoric. I think we need compassionate marketing. I think we need the kind of marketing and the kind of just relationship building and the kind of moving forward that allows us to be ourselves, whether we are in corporate, whether we are entrepreneurs, whether we are a nonprofit, it doesn't matter. We have to be able to bring our whole selves. And as much as I have been pushing that message forward, what I've gotten from these marketing blogs and all of that is, always cater to the audience and make sure you speak in the audience's language and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if I cannot talk about my personal story, and if I cannot talk about how what I'm teaching and what I'm trying to put out there has directly affected me and how it's resonated with me, then what kind of an impact am I having? So that was my epiphany. And so based on that, I had an amazing sip and learn last night with holistic health coach Jerry Kuykendall. And next Wednesday, we actually have a 90-minute session called Transitioning Through the Crisis, Mind, Body, and Spirit Balance for Well-Being Post-COVID-19. So how do you get through this crisis and how do you make sense of what happens after? Because we're not going back to normal. There was no normal, you guys. If anybody thinks that where we were was normal, that is a problem in itself because there were so many problems there. So we're not going backward. We are going forward. Hi, Anusha. Thank you so much for joining in. We need to move forward and we can actually create amazing habits. Because our neuroscience and our physiology works in certain ways. They both work together in certain ways to influence our thoughts, attitudes, and actions and behaviors, and vice versa. It's really a three-way interaction between our neuroscience, our nutrition, fitness, and mental focus, and our psyche, our psychology, and how we react to things. So we have a great session coming up on that next Wednesday. The landing page will go out later tonight, so I hope you sign up for that. And all of this came about because I had this epiphany that I'm done following other people's scripts. I get it. I'm breaking all sorts of rules in business and entrepreneurship and marketing and advertising and whatever else. And that's my child screaming in the background. All of this is okay. All of this is okay because this is who I am. This is my reality. And I'm coming to you with this reality, with the insights I have from this reality. That's what resonates with me. And I hope that's what resonates with you. I'm not making any of this stuff up. I've lived through it and I've studied it formally. That's the only thing that makes me different. I've lived through it and I've studied it formally and I have a doctorate in it. So I suppose that's what makes me unique, but really I just want to help and I just want to serve people and however they need service. And it's not about marketing and it's not about advertising and it's not about selling or pitching or any of that stuff. This is me just being me. I'm going to continue being me and you're going to get me as I am, as I feel in that moment. All of this is completely unscripted, and that's okay. Because you know what? It resonates with me for being unscripted because I'm speaking from the heart. So if this resonates with any of you out there, all I want to tell you is it doesn't matter what other scripts, however successful these scripts are for other people. If they don't resonate with you, you don't have to follow them. It is okay for you to say, none of this makes sense. I'm going to figure it out on my own. Even if it makes sense to nobody else, that is completely okay. I'm still going to figure it out on my own because it resonates with me. That is going to be my marketing. That is going to be my brand. That is my personal story. And that's actually what makes it exciting and fun for me to share it with you, because it is my personal story, because I'm able to share things I've learned. When I take myself out of the equation, this is what I sound like. And I'm sure you heard this in the last couple of sessions where I was just so calm and so disconnected that I may really have put people to bed, to sleep, and that wasn't my intention. And really, that's not who I am. I was just trying, I was trying to follow these other scripts. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm a tornado of energy. And so that's who I'm going to be. And that's who I'm going to show up as in these videos. If anybody is tuned in right now or is tuning in later, TL semicolon DR, TLDR, be yourself. Make sure that any message you put out there, first and foremost, resonates with you. If anybody tells you that this is not a good marketing strategy, okay, it may not be a good marketing strategy, but you know what? It is a great personal growth strategy. And if you're not trying to grow and if you're not trying to evolve, what are you marketing, right? I'm not marketing anything. I'm just trying to help other people grow because I've grown a little bit. I've not grown a lot. I have a lot of growing to do. I have a lot of things to learn, but I've grown a little bit. And in that little bit, if anybody needs help, I'm willing to help. So I'm just going to be me. And for whomever needs any support, reach out to me. I'm more than willing to have the conversation with you. Here is my contact information. And I hope you enjoy the new website. I created it with all of this creativity and energy that came out of me saying, I'm just going to resonate with myself. So what you see on the website are pieces of me, really. And so I'm really excited to put that forward. The website is still in development and design, but I'm still excited to put it out there for all of you. Stay true to yourself. Nobody else can, and these sound so cliched, I know that, but I have to say them. Really, nobody else can tell you who you're meant to be or who you're supposed to be other than you. So if you ever feel like you're not resonating with somebody else's script of success or productivity, before you beat yourself up, consider how much that's not resonating with your core values and who you are and who you want to be. It's not always your fault, even with all the ownership you take over your life. If you are not being true to yourself, that's a bigger problem than just ownership of your initiatives. If you are following somebody else's script and you're not being true to yourself, that's a bigger problem than any marketing, advertising, or lead generation, or community building, or any other kind of initiative you're going on. So whether you're exhausted, whether you're energized, whether you are on the downturn or the upturn, because it's all cyclical, realize that life is interconnected, and when you balance it, you make a lot more sense of being true to yourself, and you make a lot more sense of saying things that truly resonate with you. And I'm saying that as somebody who's singing that song right now. I'm in such it's been amazing since I've had that epiphany, and since I've committed really to saying I don't care about marketing anymore. I'm just going to be me on these videos. I hope, if nothing else, that lets you know that you can be yourself, even when you're streaming to a YouTube video that could potentially be watched by how many ever thousands or millions. It doesn't matter. Be true to yourself. When that happens, you will attract the people that you need to attract, because the core powers in you are like honey. They're magnetic. And when you lean into them, that's where the magic happens. And if I can help you bring out that magic, let me know. If you can do that on your own, I'm so proud of you. That's it for me. I'll be back on Monday. Bye.